former Ukrainian Prime Minister Arseniy Yatsenyuk with us. Arseniy, we know that the US is stepping back in terms of aid. We know Zelensky will be here. There must be so much concern going forward as to what will provide security for Ukraine. What does Zelensky want out of a conference like this?
You know, here's the thing. Look at the data for the year 2025. Europeans did pretty well. So Europeans actually offset an entire US support to Ukraine, both militarily and financially. So my take is that it depends on whether we have guts and whether we have political will to stand by Ukraine. I hope that President Zelensky, he's to address the conference tomorrow. So President Zelensky is to deliver a clear message. Ukraine's gonna fight. He'll help us to save the world, help us to save Ukraine, and you have an enormous potential, I mean the European Union and the UK, to support us to prevail in this war. So I am quite optimistic in terms of whether Europe can handle this war together with Ukraine, without Americans.
But in terms of you want security guarantees, we know there's a coalition of the willing. You'll need some form of troops in Ukraine to hold a ceasefire as and when that's agreed. We already know Poland's foreign minister has said that they won't be sending Polish troops there.
Here's the thing, you know, all these deliberations over security guarantees, maybe we should start with the way how to stop the war and how to bring Russia to real peace talks. Look, suspected war criminal Putin just has changed his entire negotiating team, so-called negotiating team. So he made an about face and he reappointed a no-name, which is Mr. Medinsky. It's a complete no-name. Clearly, for me, this is the sign that Russia is not eager to negotiate in any kind of good faith. Whether we can win this war, yes, we can. But whether we have enough resources, right now it depends on the UK and on the Europeans whether they can deliver. UK did an amazing job. The UK Foreign Defense Ministry just announced a huge support package for Ukraine, around 500 million pounds, which is of real essence for Ukraine.
But the argument is at what expense? And if ceding territory is on the table, if that's the absolute necessity, will Ukrainians go for that?
Please don't buy this trap. It is a Russian trap, you know. In case if, for example, Ukraine's government decides to seize the territory, which is completely unconstitutional, Russia will ramp up its demands. No NATO, no Ukrainian military. So Russia will stick to its maximalistic demands unless we turn the screw on Russia, unless we exert an enormous pressure on Russia, unless Putin is to realize that this war of attrition for him is a kind of death panel for him. This is the only way how to bring this war to the end.
Arseniy Yatsenyuk, former Ukrainian Prime Minister, thank you very much.